Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. I know I am. It's Thirsty Thursday and I'm thirsty for some Xbox news. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at an interesting article that shows some things that Microsoft's Aaron Greenberg has shared in regards to Microsoft's recent success. Microsoft's recent success. If this is your first time coming to the channel, why don't you hit the big red subscription button around this little doohickey area down here. Enable your notifications so you don't miss when I upload. It's a lot of information, a lot of news coming because the next generation of console gaming is close. I could smell it. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Anyways, let's go ahead and read. So this says, Microsoft boasts about Xbox's big year ahead of Microsoft's Xbox Series X and Series S. So Aaron Greenberg has shared some stats about this year's biggest Xbox Game Studios games as the Xbox One winds down. So Godspeed, Xbox One. Let's read this. So this says, right now, all eyes are on the next generation of Xbox, the Series X and Series S. No kidding. But before these new consoles arrive in force, Microsoft took a moment to pat itself on the back for the last year of games on its current gen console, the Xbox One. And this is from an Xbox Wire post, so it's like their blog. For Microsoft's Aaron Greenberg outlined a few milestones from this year on Xbox. Among those, the company set a new record for first-party games, with 15 Xbox Game Studio games launched this year. That's big. 10 of those were entirely new games. So people always say, what exclusives does Xbox have? What IPs? I mean, there was 15 launched this year. He also boasted that players have put 1.66 billion hours into Xbox Game Studios games this year. So that's some pretty interesting statistics there. Greenberg also gave a few notes on a particular games. So Microsoft Flight Simulator and Ori and the Will of the Wisp both received 90 plus ratings on GameSpot's sister site Metacritic. And Wasteland 3 came in not far behind with an 86 and won Best RPG at Gamescom. So these are pretty good, you know. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, both on Game Pass. They received 90 plus ratings on Metacritic. Okay, I could get behind that. I still haven't played Ori, Will of the Wisp, but I've heard some great things about it. And then Wasteland 3, I just did a review of it recently. It was alright. It was not half bad. Grounded has hit more than 1 million players, while Sea of Thieves has surpassed to 15 million to date. So I have played Sea of Thieves. I liked it, but I need to do more party gameplay. Grounded, when I last played it, it was still early preview. It seemed like it needed a lot of work done to it, but I do know that they just did like a fall update or something for it. So I'm probably going to be checking it out rather soon. To continue on with the article, it says, finally, the company shared a few fun stats about some of its biggest games. Microsoft Flight Simulator has logged 26 million flights and more than 1 billion miles flown. How do they figure out all this info? I guess your profile, or I have no idea. Which is 15 times the number of actually daily flights taken in 2019. So that's 15 times the number of actual daily flights taken in 2019, like in real life. Interesting. Minecraft Dungeons has had 6.9 million multiplayer sessions in the last 2 months, and 2/3 of those were couch co-op. So that's actually a pretty good number of couch co-op. You know, in this digital age, doesn't seem like many people do couch co-op anymore. It's usually online play, but, you know, 6.9 million multiplayer sessions, and 2/3 of that was couch co-op. I can get behind that. I actually liked Minecraft Dungeons. I did a review of that as well. And Grounded players have squashed 500 million creepy crawlers, but that only represents a tiny fraction of estimated insects in the whole real world. So where do they come up with these little statistics and stuff? That's actually really interesting. So the thing ends saying the new generation's backwards with the old one. So all these games except Flight Simulator, which is PC only for now, will run even better on the Series X and S. So if you guys haven't gotten your pre-order in, they went pretty fast. November 10th comes close. So I'm excited. This seems like this was a good year as far as Xbox goes. I think Game Pass turned a lot of heads around the ability to play a lot of games day one or even early previews because of Game Pass, like for games like Grounded, Wasteland 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, stuff like that. Honestly, contributed to it, in my opinion. I've had a lot of fun playing on my Xbox. I am looking forward to what the next console generation brings, especially with backwards compatibility. Over 200 titles, I think, right now are available to sink the teeth into right now as of whatever day one is going to be, November 10th. So I think, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, that's good. The grand scheme of things is that's going to be an actual huge benefit and amenity for me. I know some people don't care about the backwards compatibility and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you know, this is touting the success of Xbox Game Studios. You have that ZeniMax acquirement. I can't even talk today. Let me get a sip of my Diet Coke. This is not a brand deal. Diet Coke, you owe me money. Can't beat that. So, like I was saying, Microsoft acquired ZeniMax, and now games from like Bethesda and Obsidian and all of them are part of the Xbox Game Studios family. Phenomenal deal. I think leading into this next console generation, Microsoft is going to be all in as far as content goes, especially on Game Pass. I mean, already in the month of October, they added Doom Eternal on the Game Pass. So, you know, while I would personally prefer for Microsoft to focus on console sales, hardware sales for the Xbox Series X, I gotta admit, what they got going on with the Xbox Game Studio stuff and having Game Pass readily available anywhere, like the Play Anywhere option, I have a feeling that this is going to benefit them. As many studios as they have, they made 15 Xbox Game Studio games this last year. It looks like they're set to have a lot because they have so many studios out there. I think it's going to be a potentially good year for Xbox Series X and Series S. You know, for them to do a good presser like this, they're marketing pretty good. They got the Taco Bell campaign. They're really pushing the Series X and the idea of Play Anywhere with Game Pass. I think they're going to have a successful 2020. And I'm not all about console wars either. So if you're a Sony guy or an Xbox guy, don't try to draw a line in the sand. I'm being positive here because I'm going to be getting both consoles, first and foremost. I like it when companies do good because that means we all win from it. We get more games to play, more consoles to play on, lots of stuff to, you know, explore as far as gaming goes, new technology, new IPs, access to backwards compatible games. I'm stoked. I think this next console generation is going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to what Microsoft can do. So guys, that's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to hear your opinion, and hopefully I won't be as mushmouth next video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.